Hello, I'm ABX and welcome back to another Minecraft style video. Today I wanted to talk about something rather interesting I decided to check about a week after Minecraft released on the Xbox One. This was a really interesting time to check out the achievements because of course, although some people had played it since the beta, most people had just picked up the game and we could work out what people had done in a week. For instance, 1 in 33 players had baked a bit of bread in that time, and one of the most interesting things to me is the fact that 0.12% of people, about 1 in 700, had played 100 days of Minecraft time, which sounds ridiculous till you realise that, oh yeah, it's Minecraft days, but still, that means that they had played 33 hours of Minecraft time at the very least. You know, that's 1 in 800 people, and once again talk about just how ridiculous that actually is and what you could do with it in today's videos. Hopefully you all do enjoy it. Like if you do like it, because it helps out the channel, and let's know you do like these sorts of Minecraft style videos. But let's get straight into talking about exactly what I mean by, you know, how much Minecraft that is. Again, that's, 100 days of Minecraft days. If you don't know, that's 20 minutes a day, which means 2,000 in-game minutes. You convert 2,000 in-game minutes, and you get about 33 hours. So given that there was 33 and a bit hours played by each of these people, that is 4.5 hours a day for each day of that week, and that's, by the way, only counting survival played with achievements turned off. So all of these people had played a bare minimum of 4.5 hours of Minecraft every single day. Obviously, if you play the beta, it'd be like an hour a day, but let's assume, again, the majority of these people, some have played since beta, but the majority of these people were people who picked up the game on day one, which is really crazy that so many people were willing to play 4.5 hours a day of just pure Minecraft survival. This isn't counting time spent in the menus, this isn't counting time spent on servers, spending time in creative, just spending time browsing the option menus, all these things, unless you were in the game and time was actively passing and you had no cheats turned on, it did not count, which is crazy that 4.5 hours a day, that is literally, you know, 1/5 of your life roughly, and if you, if you discard sleep from that, that's about 1/3 of your life. So that's, that's kind of nuts that how many people are that dedicated to Minecraft, but it gets kind of more than that when you really think about it, because the thing, when you really break it down more than that, like just saying 4.5 hours a day, it doesn't sound too bad. Oh, I have 15 hours, I could spend all that if I wanted to, but then we kind of break it down into what you could have done with that time, and that's when things get kind of fun. Again, that's why today's video is a Minecraft video, because what you can actually do with 4.5 hours a day, or let's just say 33 hours, the whole week worth of time, the 100 days they need for the achievement, is they could have walked around 1/12 of the brand new Minecraft world. Do you know how the Minecraft world is infinite in every direction? Well, it's not actually infinite, it's 12 million blocks. They could have walked roughly 1,000,000 blocks if they'd walked the entire time. They could have been 1/12 of the way to the Farlands, or if they're in the Nether and they had some potions, or they had a horse or something, they could have reached the Farlands by now. That's right, if you playing that 100 days of Minecraft is enough for them to theoretically have reached the Farlands. There's probably one guy who's made it there in survival already who's like, oh, I guess this is kind of interesting, and that's crazy. They've reached the edge of an infinite world in that time, or if we consider the fact that they could have been breaking stone, it takes 0.3 seconds to break a block of stone if you have a diamond pickaxe, and if you assume they've got like some replenishment method, or they have, so basically they have some method to keep on the pickaxes going, then they could have broken 400,000 stone blocks, or, alternatively, if they take 0.3 seconds to place it as well, they could have broken 200,000 stone blocks, and they could have placed 200,000 blocks. To get an idea as to just how many blocks that is, that would be a 200 by 100 by 10, kind of like, solid cube. So we're talking a cube which, is going from here to just 100 blocks, sideways, 200 blocks that way, and filled with cobblestone. You could place that much. I don't know why you'd ever make that, so presumably if you made something which was hollow instead, then what you could do is you could have a hollow, cobblestone cube, which was 2,000 by 2,000 by 2,000, and then hollow on the inside. Obviously, you can't do that in Minecraft, so if you limit that at 200, then that means you could go 20,000 blocks in one direction, go to the height limit in the other, and that is nuts. You could have that many blocks placed. You could have built that thing in the 1 week Minecraft had been out if you'd played for all that time, and that is absolutely insane if you ask me. So beyond that, one of the things I decided to check out was like, what about the slow side of things? What can make 2,000 minutes or 33 days sound kind of unimpressive in Minecraft time? So the first one I did is of course breaking obsidian with your fist. This takes 250 seconds. It takes over 4 minutes to break obsidian with your fist. So if you were to break obsidian with your fist non-stop for the 100 days it takes, which by the way, if you've done that, please like get some help or something. But if you have decided to do that, if you do want to try and do that to try and get the achievement, then you would be mining just under 500 blocks of obsidian, if I'm not mistaken, which is like humorously low, right? Like, oh yeah, so I spent 100 Minecraft days doing something. What did you do? I broke about 480 obsidian. Oh, that's impressive. So what are you going to build with it? Oh no, I broke it with my fist. And then also, unimpressively, I thought this would sound more impressive, but you can also brew 6,000 potions. If you spent the time non-stop brewing, doing something with a brewing stand, something's always going somewhere in there, then you would only be able to do 6,000 brews in that time. You could have, 6,000 sets of potions, or 18,000 potions. 18,000 sets of potions. So you'd have like, assuming it takes 2 steps on average to make a potion, or 3 steps, you'd have about 6,000 potions if you did guaranteed free all times. Obviously, there's a lot of prerequisites for that, but that's not so impressive, right? Like, it sounds way more impressive when you've got the 20,000 block long cube than to be like, oh yeah, I only got 6,000 potions. And I guess the point with all of this video is that, yeah, you can, 100 days in Minecraft is a lot of time to do a lot of things, and maybe this video reminds you that achievement exists, because it did for me, and it's kind of encouraging me to play just a bit more survival here and there, because, like, it's such a satisfying thing to be like, oh yeah, now 0.14% people unlock it, I'm gonna be one of the first, like 1 in 500, 1 in 600. Basically, the goal is to be one of the first people to get it, and maybe that's something you can try and do if you want to play a lot more survival, because that's something I do a lot anyway, and this is like a tiny motivational factor. Maybe it is also for you. So one more thing before we go, I decided to try and work out how long it would take to kill a dragon, assuming 2 minutes a kill, which is something I've done. I've sped run before, and it's theoretically possible. You would be able to kill the dragon roughly 1,000 times on this edition, except then I realized on the new version, it's a lot harder to kill the dragons, so you probably are talking, like significantly less times, like 500 or 400 or something, and that's because this new version of Minecraft is harder, and that's something I've been considering covering on this channel, or I will probably cover at some point in the future, so make sure you keep your eyes peeled for that. So thank you very much for watching this video. Like if you liked it, share if you liked it, and make sure you keep your eyes peeled for why this version of Minecraft is so much harder than the other versions, because it's just something which I realized, like, even though they say, like, oh yeah, well, coordinates just makes the game too easy, and therefore, the old console version was easy, it seems like the old console version, and indeed the Java version, are a lot easier than this version for a bunch of reasons, and it's something I've been interested in, and maybe you have as well. So let me know in the comments down below if you felt that as well. But for now, I guess I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.